What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you see by the little score ticker over here, we lost to the Bills 47-10, and only one phrase comes to mind when I think about that.
Oh no! We suck again!
It feels like we are back to the Jaguars' normal traditional ways of being one of the worst football teams in the league. It used to be a pretty standard occurrence. I used to not get my hopes up, and then, we got Urban Meyer, and pretty much ever since then, we drafted Trevor Lawrence, and I thought things would turn around, and, maybe for a year or two, or every once in a while they give us a glimmer of hope, and then they just snatch it away. I feel like I'm waiting so much for this team to turn the corner and become a good football team, and every time there's promise, it just evaporates into thin air. Today was one of those examples of a clinic between a great football team and an absolutely god-awful football team. I know that there's a lot that's going on with the Jaguars, a lot of reasons why they are god-awful. There's really not one thing to choose, but let's go ahead and look at the Bills, the way the Bills played today. Josh Allen, 4 touchdowns, absolutely dropping dimes. All of his players are making plays. Everyone's playing with energy. The fans are loving it. The team's loving it. It's perfect. It's perfection. And then you look at the Jaguars. Everything on the Jaguar side of the ball is an absolute train wreck. It's terrible. Whether it be Doug Peterson looking like he's slightly lost, a little frustrated, and a little, grumpy on the sidelines when it comes to things. He's not animated. He doesn't seem like he has energy. Or is Trevor Lawrence throwing interceptions right over his receivers, wide open receivers' heads? Or our O-line, which is just, it looks like the laziest group of offensive linemen I've seen in a very, very long time. Whether it's chemistry or just laziness, I don't know. And then our defense, same thing. I know we have a few injuries, but my God, there's absolutely no leaders. There's no dogs on that defense right now. You would think that Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen would want to make a name for themselves, but it looks like those guys just can't wait to get off the field, go home, and take a nap. I don't understand. These guys get paid millions of dollars. It's like they don't give a fuck about the game of football. That's what it looks like. It literally looks like a team of guys who want somebody else to make the play. And that's a terrible, terrible thing. Like, these guys don't want to compete. I honestly feel bad for Trevor. I can't blame Trevor. I am a fan of Trevor. I'm wearing his jersey right now. I got one of his jerseys back here. I like Trevor, and he's not a good quarterback by any means. I don't think he's worth the contract, but he's got pieces around him. Some of the stuff needs to build a little bit, but, he's doing what he can. Now, he's not a fast runner. He's a big dude, but he's trying to escape the pocket, but his pocket's collapsing, like, immediately. Cam Robinson is one of the worst fucking offensive linemen I have ever seen in my life play the game. I used to think he was all right. He was coming out of, I believe, Alabama, and my God, man, he's just so fucking lazy. It's like he likes to give one push and then just let the guy blow right by him, and it's fucking terrible. Mitch Morse is one of the only dudes on there right now that is actually putting up any kind of, attack on the offensive line part. Dude, our defense can't get anywhere. Guys, they look lazy. There was a one where Josh Allen rolls out and Trayvon Walker's barely even trying to chase the play. No effort. It's terrible, man. It's god-awful. So, and then vice versa. Play calling's abysmal. We took some chances. We did convert some 4th downs tonight, which was nice. To be honest, Brenton Strange right now is the only player. And Christian Kirk today did pretty good. But Brenton Strange, he's somebody who's getting an opportunity right now to play because of the Evan Ingram injury. And he's making the best out of that moment. But there's not a lot that these guys can hang their hats on right now. The Jaguars look like a college team. And we might be picking first in the draft next year. It's sad to think that Andy fucking Dalton is coming in for the Carolina Panthers and winning games. Now, I know they're not playing anybody, but still. Like, it's pathetic that you've got Trevor Lawrence, this generational quarterback, a franchise quarterback, and he doesn't have the leadership or the pieces around him right now to make an effort. And these guys, they're coming in, they're like, well, I think they focus a little too much on their practice. They're talking about how much they work during the week. No one cares if you can't translate to the game. It doesn't fucking matter the amount of work put in. Everybody in the world is working hard at whatever they're trying to do. Now, if you don't have passion about it, or you don't give a shit about it when it actually comes time to truly prove yourself, that work is absolutely meaningless. So for fans like me, and I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there that are frustrated with this shit, it's like, dude, you guys got to get your head out of your ass a little bit, and you guys got to fucking buckle down. Like, what happened to the energy? What happened to the, we're fucking Jaguars. Let's get out there and fucking win this game, boy. Like, there's nobody out there having fun. There's nobody out there, a bad thing happens, throw it out of your mind. It don't define you, bro. Like, get out there and be a dog. Like, it's pathetic. These guys literally get so in their head that it's sad to see a team like that, because they're a good football team in essence. But then when it comes down to actually just, showing what they can do on the field, being competitive in the moment, they absolutely cave under the pressure. And I don't know if that's a coaching thing. I don't know if that's just the way the players are. But I think it comes down to a few different people. Press Taylor's a bad play caller. I think Doug Peterson really needs to reevaluate the way he coaches. He needs to start being a little bit more, holding people accountable, being a little bit more aggressive, and calling people out, because you can tell in his press conferences he's pretty upset. And I know a lot of these coaches preach positivity, man, but you got to start calling people out. You should go in the locker room tomorrow, and everybody in their locker should have at least a page full of tweets calling them out, calling out how bad they are, so that they can get a little fire under their ass. It's pathetic. It's truly pathetic. And then you just try to block out the noise. We got to throw this in the trash. No, man. You got to take this and use it as motivation. I think that's why you guys can't get a fire under your ass and actually change anything, because you're not motivated. When something bad happens to you, you just try to ignore it. That's bad in every scheme of life. You have to take that stuff on. You have to nip it in the bud. Nobody sits there and goes, oh, I just have trauma. Yeah, I'm not going to go to therapy. I'm just going to ignore it. Yeah, that works out really great. Like, it's annoying, the disconnect that this team has from reality sometimes, because again, they're good players. All of them on paper are good players. We got Gabe Davis, we got Christian Kirk back, Evan Ingram's hurt, but Britton Strange is stepping up, and then you've got Brian Thomas Jr. And Brian Thomas is a bright spark. I have nothing bad to say about that kid. He's trying to do everything he can to be a playmaker on this team, but that's just one guy. There is 22 to 30 people that get on the field every game. You got to have at least a few people, especially when the defense doesn't have any of those. Somebody's got to get up there and make a change, man, because you're playing somebody like Josh Allen, who's having an MVP season right now. He's got a buttload of good receivers too. It's just one of those things. You can't just sit around and wait for somebody else to make the play. You got to go out and do something. I mean, Josh Allen, right off the bat, first play of the game, 20-yard gain to James Cook. Like, who's guarding him? And then it'll be, a short third down, wide receiver or running back goes right out, quick screen, picks up 10 yards. Who the fuck is covering him? Where's the aggression? People are mismatching. It's just ridiculous, man. Like, oh my God. And I know we got a new defensive coordinator, but dude, it's pathetic, man. Like, they got to do something with this team. Otherwise, it's going to be a long season, man. And you got a lot of fans out there that love you guys. Bro, I cried a little bit. I had actual tears. I was so frustrated for a second there. And I was like, you know what? I'm not giving up on this team. I just want to see these changes. Like, it's easy. I'm sitting here. I don't even analyze the game anymore. I'm not looking at stats. None of that crap. There's nothing to look at. We lost 47 to fucking 10, man. That's a college score. That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. There's 3 teams right now that are 0-3. The Titans, the Jaguars, and the Bengals. Now, don't get me wrong, the Bengals, that's an outlier. They did not get, they shouldn't be 0-3, but they are, unfortunately. But they're definitely better than us. The Titans might be better than us, but right now, are we talking about Will Levis and Trevor Lawrence in the same sentence as the worst quarterbacks in the league? Bro, Gardner Minshew plays for the fucking Raiders. He's got to win. Against the Ravens, bro. It's pathetic. It boggles my brain right now, so I appreciate you guys stopping by, because, man, there's not much else to say. Fire Trent Baalke. Get rid of Press Taylor. Doug, you got to take some reins. Trevor Lawrence, step up and be the leader that we know you can be, if you really are that leader. Otherwise, man, we might be handing off the reins to Mac Jones, which is scary, too, because Matt Jones came in the game and immediately fumbled. In our receiving core, man, you guys got to make some catches. Stop thinking so much. People be thinking they're not playing free, man. You can tell these guys are so constrained. We call it tilt and chess. I talked about this in a separate video. When one thing starts to happen, it's a domino effect. You can't get outside your own brain. The mentality is fucked. So it's just something where you got to stop thinking, and you got to just start going out there and perform, because I guarantee you that's what the Bills were doing, man. Josh Allen saw something. He took the chance. He went out, did it. And half the time it's like, guys on the edge rushing, cool, they're getting around, but it's already a designed quarterback sneak. Josh Allen runs for 12 yards. Like, you're going to lose the game every single time if you guys can't adjust and make those decisions. But back when we had Miles Jack, Calais Campbell, Jalen Ramsey, Dante Fowler, we had a team of badass defensive players. Every single one of those guys had an attitude. Every single one of those guys were dogs in the locker room. Every single one of them. They like to talk trash. They like to prove themselves. Our guys don't give a fuck. Josh Hines Allen, he kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. That might have been one of our dumber choices, extending him over the offseason, because he's playing like shit right now. Trayvon Walker looks lazy. Cam Robinson looks lazy. It's pathetic, man. And I know, again, we got some injuries. Not a single person that's not playing right now because they're injured. I'm not talking about them. Same with Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk. Some of these guys are coming back. They're doing their thing. But we can't get momentum. We can't have a leader. We don't have a leader that's at least helping the team overcome these challenges. We have to have somebody who's going to go out there and be that role. Because you look at the Bills, man. Von Miller, he's in his mid-30s, bro. He's still out there sacking Trevor Lawrence. Trevor, you got to step the fuck up, bro. You got to get out there and say, yo, I want to run faster. I need to do this. Get out there, man. Tell Marissa you got to go out and train, bro. You might need to sleep at the stadium. I don't give a fuck. Like, you guys got to make something happen if you actually should be the starter next year. Because right now, you're 0-3. 3 teams in the entire league are 0-3. Not a single team in the NFC hasn't won a game. At least everybody has one win. Right now, the AFC South looks like shit. And then we got to go off and play 2 AFC South teams these next 2 weeks. Now, to be honest, the Texans didn't look good last week. We might get a win there, maybe. The Colts might get a win there, but it's up in the air. That's the sad thing. On paper, you should look at this and go, oh, Trevor Lawrence, yeah, he should be able to win these 2 games. The Jaguars should be able to win these 2 games. But, bro, the way us fans are watching these games, I don't know if you guys could legitimately beat Georgia. That's a college team. Like, it's trash. So, on behalf of all Jaguars fans everywhere, please, God, make some changes. Please, God, figure some things out. Start looking at stuff. Stop talking about it. Be about it. Do it. Get some attitude. Get some anger. Get some passion and aggression. And go out there and win some football games, please, for us, the people that are watching these games, supporting y'all. Because I'm not going anywhere. Duval till we die, baby. But, like, at the same time, that doesn't mean I don't want changes. That doesn't mean I don't want people to step up. I got to step up in my daily life. My job ain't nearly as important. I don't make as much fucking money. But I put my heart on the line. I play the game, you know. So let's see y'all play the game. Now, if you guys can, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you stopping by, letting me rant for a hot second, because that was embarrassing what happened tonight. And, you know, the whole country got to see it. Doubleheader, Monday Night Football. And you wasted everybody's time. Now, people fucking hate you for that. You don't go out on Monday Night Football and get a 47-10 final, bro. That's boring as fuck. People look forward to these games. You guys just went out there, laid an egg. People just looking at it like, man, the Jaguars fucking suck. We ain't watching them anymore. Trash. Step it up, bro. All right, see y'all on the next one.